Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you with the review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 1, Episode 10. We're going to get through this video, y'all. It has truly been a day. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I think, and I haven't been able to get it together. On the verge of crying. You guys, I hate when I get on here and be crying, but if it wasn't even nonstop November, I wouldn't even do a video today. Man, I just miss my mom so much. I'm sorry. Anyway. About to get snot and shit and mess up my makeup. Anyway, I had this dream about my mom last night, or just early this morning, and I don't even really remember the dream. All I know is I was about to talk to her, and my husband's alarm went off to wake him up to go to work, and it just woke me up right when we were about to start talking. I've just been so upset about it all day today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get it together, because nobody be coming to no Love and Hip Hop review for this. Yeah, I miss my mom though. No particular reason, I just do. Anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. I just had to get that out, because I know through this video shit might come out again. At least you guys will know why I'm like this. So, but we gonna get through it, y'all. Hard. I'm hard. So let's get to it, shall we? All right. I want somebody to explain to me the Kool-Aid that Miss Leslie been drinking. Okay, what exactly is the flavor that has made her totally change her tune? She is a totally different person than what we've gotten all season, and although I can appreciate it, it's just I'm having a hard time switching up the gears. Okay, she done been crazy, and then she had some little sudden turn, and now it's a whole new Leslie. That's good though, y'all. It's good. She said that she was worried about April, not being a good mom and all, but that April's a trooper. She was in labor for 36 hours, no medication in the bathtub, whatever, the cameras in front of her and all that, and she pulled through, and she's been a pretty good mom. So Leslie seems to be happy with April. Omarion is just glad that all the women are getting along. The baby is here. His name is Mega, and all is good in the house. So, well, not everything. Okay, April, like I told you guys before, when you start to have your own kids, usually births and deaths bring into question different things about your own life, okay? And if you don't have the answers up until then, usually you're ready for them now. So, because April is in this quest to know more about her life, she's just kind of unhappy with her mother. Her mother wasn't there for her, we know the story. She gave her up to the grandparents. The father was in jail. The grandparents showed her all this love, and then the mom came and got her, I guess when she was around 11 or something, and snatched her out of the house, and wasn't really affectionate, and April just didn't feel love. April felt a lot of anger towards her mom, and she's made it to an adult and to be a mother now, and she still has these, harbors these bad feelings about her mom. Well, Omarion's hoping that if the mom comes into town from Chicago, that April and her can talk, and April can lay it all out on the table, and they can get the problem solved then. So Chachi is her mother, okay? And when we saw the previews last week, I was all set to talk about Miss Chachi this week. And then after I saw the episode, I just can't, especially after the day, I just can't do it. I can't even make fun of that situation. I felt so bad watching it. You can look at Chachi and tell that Chachi has had a rough life. Okay, I don't know exactly what was involved in it, but you look at her and you can tell that she done been through some things. And all I will say is that the show is probably not the place for April to get all of her answers, regarding her upbringing. It's funny because as a child, you have a child's understanding about a lot of things that goes on in your life. And a lot of times you carry those childlike thinking and views into adulthood, your young adulthood. And it's not until you become a parent yourself and you really start to experience things from a different perspective that you realize that, parents usually do the best that they can. I'm not trying to make any excuses for Chachi in any kind of way. Okay, if she was a bad mother to April, a lot of times you have to answer for it. Okay, your children are become adults and they have questions they want to know, and you definitely have to pay for these things. But I can also say that there's so many things that happen that parents do for their children that the children totally don't understand that may have been the best for the child. Okay, when you look at Chachi, who knows what Chachi was doing back in the day when she was younger, but she gave them to the grandparents because she felt like she couldn't do it. Now, I understand April's anger, and she should be angry. But to sit there and yell and scream at her mother in front of all these cameras, okay, you can definitely tell that there's a culture difference. Okay, even though the lady's been in Chicago, she's Taiwanese, and on top of that, you just have some families that are not real touchy-feely, I love you type people. I mean, I grew up that way. And it's it took a lot of things to happen before now my family, we can say we love each other and everything, but we weren't normally like that. And also, as an adult, there was things that I was, upset with. Like, when I was younger, if my mom was upset with my dad about something, I automatically took my mom's side because that was my mom. But it didn't take till I got older and became a parent myself and really could see things from, like, not the tunnel vision, but really see everything that goes on, I don't think that I would be so black and white with blaming anybody, my mom or my dad, for whatever things that happen, because it's a whole lot of gray in there, okay? And all I'm saying is April is upset. She deserves to be upset. She deserves to get her answers and everything. But she also needs to understand that the approach needs to be different, okay? I don't know if it means that they need to have, a mediator, a therapist or something that's in there, but her yelling at the mom and the mom clamming up, crying, not really saying anything, okay? I mean, the mom did say, I'm not ready to, say it right now. And, yeah, the whole situation, it was just sad. I felt bad for them because, you could just tell there's so much more to that story. And I know that because April is so mad, she cannot get out of the way and see. It's like being in the forest and you can't see because of the trees. But I know that as she gets older and she's, a mother and, them kids get to be teenagers, yeah, she might see things a little bit differently. Now, all that I'm saying, I'm not, trying to excuse Chachi's behavior. Whatever happened, she definitely needs to tell April, but yeah, the show probably isn't the best place. I just hope that they work it out because it's if they don't, then a lot of times these things repeat themselves. Okay, if not fully, there's some aspects of the past that repeat themselves in the future. So that's it. I just hope that them two are able to work it out. Y'all, this story with Nia and Soulja Boy, I'm so sick of this shit. So, Nia, she goes and talks to Morgan, okay, because, she just needs to be able to talk to somebody. Soulja Boy is out in Brazil at concert. And so they sit down and she tells Morgan that she thinks that she's pregnant, okay? And then when Morgan asked her, did you take a test? And she said, yeah. And she said, well, what was it? And she said it was positive. She's like, okay, well, you don't think you pregnant. You are pregnant. And she was just like, yeah, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like I haven't accepted it. And I was like, bitch. Only two things can come from that, okay? Either you not pregnant and you lying on this goddamn camera, or you have no intentions of keeping this baby, okay? Because what the fuck is I think I might be, I'm not accepting it. You already took the test. So what the hell are you talking? Yeah, so whatever. Morgan tells her you need to talk to Soldier Boy, okay? You haven't even told him. So, she thinks about it. She Skypes him. He's in Brazil. He's having a good time. He's like, hey, baby, you know how it is when you be trying to have a serious conversation and your man just ain't trying to listen. He's trying to talk. I was just like, this is just stupid, okay? He's obviously on the road. You see all that shit going on. You trying to tell him to postpone the damn concert and get to a place where I can talk to you in private. I was just like, wait, no, that is not gonna work. Wait till his fucking ass gets back, okay? But he's not fixing to postpone shit or go up to another room. He's not gonna have the attention, and you could tell because he was just like, what you stressed for? She was just like, I'm stressed out. And he was like, why? And she was just like, I just need to talk to you. And he was like, all right, I'll talk to you later. And just kind of walked off. So I was just like, I mean, if the storyline really is true, I don't understand why you even trying to go here with this boy, okay? So not ready to be a parent. Okay, so why are you even contemplating having this baby? Well, I don't even know what to say if luck would have it. I won't say that. I won't be that mean. But, God has a way of working things out. She supposedly, let me not say supposedly. They say she had a miscarriage on the show. Okay, and if she did, that's terrible. Miscarriages are horrible to go through. But in the long run, I will say that maybe these two didn't need to have a baby together anyway. And maybe this was God's way of saving her from having 18 plus years of heartache and headache with Soldier Boy. If it's all even true. Okay, but yeah, I'm tired of the Nia and Soldier Boy. What are they going to talk about on the damn reunion? Are they even going to be on there? Masika, you guys, she's a bird. Okay, she's a no good, dirty bitch. Okay, and y'all know I don't talk about women like that. But I don't like Masika. I've never really liked her from the very beginning. But to come out and say, she's one of those women who has no female friends. Okay, and is so intent on furthering her agenda and getting further in life on her own, she didn't give a fuck about anybody. I can't stand women like that. And that's exactly what Masika is. All that fucking laughing at her and Berg was doing, at the expense of Hazel or whatever, I was just like, now I told you guys last week I would never say that's what you get, okay, for getting your ass beat by Berg. But I will almost say that's what the fuck you get, okay? Because when you treat people this way, okay, shit has a way of coming back on you. I don't understand how people can just be this mean and this nasty. She is a horrible person to me. I was just over them in the studio. I didn't want to hear the damn song, the whole fact that they were plotting to try to, make Hazel feel a certain kind of way at his white party, then at the damn party, I love you and I'm his date and, all of this shit trying to rub Hazel's fucking face. And a side note, why the fuck was Hazel there? Okay, what the fuck is wrong with Hazel? I'm gonna be the bigger person. No! You are stupid because they are laughing at you. Okay, and the fact that she says that Ray J is her only friend, well, honey, what the hell is that saying to you? Ray J, who you ain't been in a scene with this whole damn season, okay, all of a sudden he's the only friend you got. Oh my God, what is wrong with Hazel? They telling them all her business. I was just like, that's the fuck, what's wrong with you? You tell everybody all your shit all the time. Looking stupid. And now I was totally there for when she started rapping to the damn song though. Look, it did make her look silly, but it also made Berg and Masika genuinely uncomfortable. You could see that they were, okay, even though, because she just was making a spectacle, and I guess she was just like, fuck it, if I'm gonna look stupid, then all of us gonna look stupid. I was thinking to myself, kind of low-key, that maybe they could have a little collaboration, the two of them can be on a song together, but yeah, I was there for it, okay, she wore the black, she did kind of show her ass a little bit, but the bigger picture was just like she shouldn't have been there to begin with. But getting back to Masika and Young Berg, I was, at first I was just like, she's stupid for trying to even be with this old whoremongering ass, okay? But then after I thought about it, I was just like, you know what, no, they deserve each other, okay? Because he is using her to try to get back at Hazel for whatever reason, even though he say he never was with Hazel. Like, why are you even going through all of that? He's also using her for a piece of ass, okay? Plain and simple. And she is using him to, get this old struggly ass career going, whatever it is that she's doing. That whole thing with Berg and Hazel, at first I used to feel like Berg was was, you know, he was just being straightforward and, you know, honest. But you see that the shit has kind of turned now that he feels like he has Masika in his stable. Okay, now he's gone from just being straightforward and telling her what it is to now she's a bitch. You know, now he's rude. Now he says all this shit to her, and you know, it's just like I'm just sick and tired of all of it. Masika and Berg, you know, they go back to his house after the party, and you know, he's telling her how he blow the Pentagon up for her, you know, because she's a bad bitch, and you know, and then she's like, you know, they kissing, and yeah, I promise you, I am so over the whole Masika and Berg and Hazel triangle. Oh, just tiresome. Now, like I said at the party, we had Ray J there with Hazel, okay? And while they was all arguing, Hazel and Masika and Berg was arguing, well, Tierra, you know, she walks up and tries to get in on the argument because that's what Hazel did to her at Masika's little unveiling. So while Tierra's up there arguing with them, okay, then up walks damn fat ass Sincere, okay? So then he's all trying to tell them they need to calm down because he put this shit together and they don't need this here, you know? So Tierra's going off on him and Hazel and Berg, you know, it's just a whole bunch of confusion or whatever. But they finally kill the shit, I guess, and you know, everybody goes their separate ways. Well, Hazel catches up with Tierra, and she was just like, you know, I guess she was trying to have a moment again, you know, just telling Tierra like, you know, this is the shit that I've been having to go through, and you know, if he been like this, you know, I think she was about to get to this apology, but she didn't have a chance to because Ray J came up and he was like, you straight, you know, I just wanted to make sure you straight because you know I came with you, so that means that I gotta make sure that you okay. Then he looks over at Tierra and he's like, what's up, T? All soft voice and shit. I was like, oh, I tell you, them niggas sure know how to get to you, don't they? You know, Tierra was just like, what up, though? I said, girl, don't break! Be strong, you hard, you hard. So then he turns around to Hazel and he was just like, let me talk to her real quick since you in my presence. You know, just dramatic. So Tierra was just like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you. We need to go outside though, okay? I'm gonna tell you one thing. You got one time to act the fool with me, nigga, okay? You better come correct when we get out there. So they get outside and you know, here he go. He all down in the face and sorry. Alright, so look, I need to say this. You've been my friend. Some of the things I did didn't really reflect who I was and how I cared about you. You know what I mean? And I apologize for that. And then Tierra was looking at him like, yeah, nigga, whatever. I'm good. Okay, I moved on. And he was just like, you sure? You know, because I'm looking at you and I can tell you not really moved on. I can tell you, I know you. And I was just like, oh, that's that. That is what they use, honey. When they say I know you, that's a old mind trick for them to be like, only I know you. Okay, don't nobody else know you like I do. I'll tell you these niggas, boy. Tierra wasn't there for it and I was glad. You only hollering at me because shit done went bad with your girl, okay? So, you know, Ray J just looking like, don't do this right now. Why are you trying to push my buttons? You know that I'm in anger management. Just like, then he was just like, Tierra just flipped the script on me. How the fuck she know business about me and Princess that don't nobody know? So, you know, Tierra, now that I guess she see that she got the upper hand, she starts to rub it in his face. Like, you know, your girl is telling all your business and I would never do nothing like that to you and all of this. So he was just like, well, who told you this? Okay, even though he already know. He's just like, is it Morgan? And, you know, Tierra, she ain't saying nothing. She just like, your girl be running her mouth and telling all your business. And, you know, so he was just like, yeah, I know it's that damn bitch Morgan. Now, after that, she goes and sit down with Mother Sonia Norwood, you guys. And, honey, Miss Sonia Norwood came in there with her Gladys Knight curly wig. And she sat down and y'all, look, you gotta love Sonia. We've heard stories about Sonia and she's a bitch and she's hard and everything, but I still like Sonia, okay? Sonia is a mama, okay? Mama first. She take care of her babies. She sat down with Tierra. We already know that she really likes Tierra and they, you know, she sees some of herself in Tierra, whatever. And she just kind of lets Tierra know, listen, baby, I know your heart is broke. Okay, you love my son. I love my son. My son loves me. I know he knows how to love women. Okay, so I ain't raised the fool that he done turned out to be today. But all I'm telling you is this, okay? You need to move on with your life, okay? You cannot be sitting up here worried about Ray J and what all that he's doing in his life. Honey, you got your own life to live. This is what she said, and you know, she said it much longer and, you know, softer and everything. But basically what Sonia was saying was, girl, go on, quit fucking around my son, okay? Because he don't know what he doing. And honey, you a good girl and you can make it happen somewhere else. So That was it with Sonia and Tierra. Now, in the meantime, I guess Ray J, you know, he always got to get home and think about his shit first. And then he was just like, you know what? I'm going to talk to that goddamn Morgan and get some shit off my chest, okay? So he calls Morgan, tells her to come down there and meet him wherever, at some restaurant or something. And I think originally Morgan thought that they was fixing to sit down and, you know, he was going to apologize and that they was going to be ace boon coons again. But she gets down there and he was just like, look, let me just ask you something, okay? You my friend, right? And she was just like, yeah, I'm your friend, like family. You know, she was trying to be there. He was just like, you know, okay, so if you family, then why the fuck are you going and telling Tierra when I asked you not to do it? Why are you telling her shit about me and Princess? Do you not want us to be together? All of a sudden, you know, of course, she gets defensive now because, you know, she sees that he ain't on the same page she was on. And I totally agree with Ray J. It's like, why the fuck are you telling all my business? Okay, now she's all like, yeah, it wasn't cool or whatever, but your girl is the one that come and tell me everything, okay? And he was, listen, I don't give a fuck who told you what. It's my business. Why the fuck are you telling my business whether or not I told you or Princess told you? Why you telling it to Tierra? Okay, mouth almighty, tongue everlasting. That damn Morgan, she just got a fucking big mouth, and when she, you know, when she's upset, she just gonna tell your business. Well, plain and simple. Okay, I guess Ray J learning it now. So they get to arguing back and forth. You know, he get up and he say that she's unloyal, she's a fake, and that she's a phony, and that he don't want to deal with her no more. You know, he walks off. You know, she's going off on him, and you know, this is when all the shit started coming out. She started telling them how, you know, she was gonna fix Princess up with some baseball player. Okay, bitch, that's still on you because you knew that he was with her. So why you trying to fix her up? And then, you know, she was just like, you know, she was talking to Floyd while you was in jail. Yeah, I can't stand a bitch like Morgan either, you guys. It was so funny because the whole time she was fussing and carrying on, honey, Ray J was over there. He was unbothered, okay, texting on his phone. And she was trying to go on saying that his shit was rented and he didn't have no money and blah, 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 blah. And he was just like, whatever, Morgan. I kind of felt the same way. Whatever, Morgan. Okay, I guess this was the downfall, the official start of the downfall of their friendship. Alright, you guys, so that's it. I'm sorry, I was crying at the beginning of mine. I'm just having it. I'm just having an emotional day today. I just miss my mama. I wish I could just sit and talk to her, and that's why I think my feelings was so hurt about that dream. And I'm gonna start. I can feel my eyes watering up again, so let me get off of here. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright? Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.